Well, look who was right about Ferrari's SF90 getting that XX treatment. Wow, I didn't think this was going to be the first street legal XX car. Here we are. Hello, my name is Sean. Welcome to the channel, and today we're going to talk about Ferrari's SF90. And I will be doing this as a more casual video, so we'll be giving it the go treatment because I really don't want to write a script and talk about the nuances of this car. I'm going to give my first reaction to it and tell you what I think about the design. I'm going to start with the design, of course, because that's the first thing you notice when you see this car. I actually do like it. And the parts of the car I like the most might surprise you. It's actually going to be the rear lights because I believe the rear lights on this car fit it more than the standard SF90 because the standard SF90's lights give it that Corvette vibe, which I don't really like on a Ferrari of its caliber. TDF louvers on a car I consider it to be a supercar was really unexpected. I heard another YouTuber kind of put it in the perspective that this is actually a GT car and not a supercar at all. So, I can kind of see why they did some of the things they did with this particular car. Now, I love the fact that they gave this car the Daytona headlights. I think that makes it a little more special than the base model's lights because those lights were really feeling a little bit underwhelming and made the car not seem as special as it possibly could be. It also makes the car look a little more aggressive without being over the top. Now, the first thing you might notice about this car is its big, massive wing. That thing is nuts, and it is the clue for me that told me that this car would be an XX version of the SF90 Stradale. Now, for those that might not know, this car is going to come in the Stradale form and in the Spider form. So you'll have the coupe and the drop top, and they're going to be releasing at the same time. There will be about 799 versions of the coupe and 599 versions of the convertible. Now, I imagine I don't have to tell you that these cars will not be cheap. We're talking about $840 something thousand for the Stradale and $920,000 for the coupe. Now, y'all know I don't believe in paying that much extra just to have the roof slide off the top of my car. So spending the extra $76,000 for a convertible is insane to me. I wouldn't do it, but I'm also not in this car's market. Now, let's talk about some power figures. This car has 1,013 horsepower, I believe, give or take, and that's about 30 more horses than your base model SF90. Now, also, this car only weighs a few pounds less, so many pounds that I didn't even look it up because it's not relevant to anything, because once you put your weight in that car, it's not going to, make a big difference. And it will do 0 to 60 in 2.3 seconds with a top speed of 199 miles per hour. And that's mostly due because of the drag force that this car produces because of the arrowy bit. This car's new two-wing setup is producing around 860 pounds of downforce on this car, which is why it's not as fast in the top end as the SF90 Stradale. But, it's going to be quicker around the corner, so they say, but, due to the weight, we'll have to wait and see if that's actually the case. Now, I want to point out something that I found quite interesting, that this car was given the XX prefix instead of the FXX prefix that the LaFerrari had. And if you notice, the XX name was reserved for the front engine GT cars built by Ferrari, and those cars were usually followed up with the Evo version. So we could either be getting or seeing an Evo version of this car or a FXX version of this car, which would be track only. And I think the Evo version is more likely because Ferrari does not see this car in the same lineage as the LaFerrari and the Enzo. And I want to preface this by saying that I don't know what Ferrari's planning. I have no inside knowledge whatsoever about what they're going to be doing next with the XX program in their cars. What I'm saying is all speculation. Hopefully Ferrari hears a little bit of it and actually decides to go forward with that information. They won't, because they don't know who I am and they don't care what I think, because I'm not one of their customers. I'm not buying a damn thing from them. What I will say is a track only version of the SF90 will probably be more insane looking than the street legal option, because there really aren't any rules for the track. There's not as many safety components you need on the track, and this car will be more stripped down than anything we ever seen from the likes of Ferrari. And they wouldn't necessarily have to add any extra power once they knock a lot of that weight off the car. And I believe it would probably be the fastest Ferrari we've ever seen on the track or on the road ever. So yeah, there's my thoughts on the new Ferrari SF90 XX. Tell me, are you excited about this car? Are you over this car? Are you looking forward to what Ferrari has planned next? Another special version like a Monza? Or do you want that LaFerrari replacement that everybody's been looking for the past 10 years? Let me know in the comments. And with that said, if you like the video, like the video. If you dislike the video, dislike the video. If you want to see what I got planned next, come see what I got planned next. Got a lot of stuff for the channel. Really want you guys to be there with me. With that said, I'll catch you later.